Virgen de los Remedios de Pampanga, the Queen and Mother of Pampanga. In the historic province of Pampanga, known for its colorful yet vital role in the history of the Philippines and its nationhood, the Kapampangans took pride of their beloved patroness that saved the province from communism and became the cause of unity. Virgen de los Remedios, the Indu, Mother of Kapampangans. Since the inception of the crusade led by the late Bishop Cesar Guerrero, the Virgin had shaped and changed the course of history in Pampanga, and the Kapampangans in turns loved their beloved Indu so much through their strong devotion to her that persists to this day. The lovely image of the Virgen de los Remedios de Pampanga was that a devastere image of the Blessed Virgin Mary, with her hands are in position of offering a unique distinction of the Virgin to the rest of the images under the title of Our Lady of Remedies. The Virgin has a lovely expression that the beholder would have the impression of motherly gaze from the Virgin. The Virgen is vested with the beautiful maid regalias given by her devotees and sports of a crown and scepter, a symbol of her role as a queen. The image at present is enshrined at the chapel shrine dedicated to her at Archdiocesan Chancery of Archdiocese of San Fernando, Pampanga, a few blocks away from the Cathedral of City of San Fernando, Pampanga, the seat of the Archdiocese. On December 11, 1948, a new diocese sprang from the Archdiocese of Manila, the Diocese of San Fernando, Pampanga. Would later became an archdiocese. A learned, young, and highly spirited prelate, the Most Reverend Cesar D. Guerrero, was formally installed as its bishop on September 8, 1949. During Bishop Guerrero's pastoral visit to the different parishes on the diocese, he noticed that the province was rich in natural resources, especially agricultural. Yet, it was the breeding ground of socialism before and after the Second World War. Pampanga became the center of source of communism. The towns of the province were under the continual threat of communist bands who wandered all over, and the people were constantly exposed to the violent encounters. Many families have fled to other places to seek sanctuary and save their lives. The sight of this chaos and reign of terror in the province, coupled with the knowledge that the Kapampangans, so profoundly religious, were at odds because of a lack of mutual understanding and friendly relation between different social classes. Thus, the bishop uttered in Spanish, Aquí en la Pampanga hay mucho piedad pero poca caridad. English translation, here in Pampanga there is much piety but less charity. Caballeros de Cristo took turns in carrying the image of the crucified Christ. Number 7 was again chosen by the bishop to signify the 7 archangels who adored the throne of God. On one of the meetings of the crusade, it was suggested by the bishop and was agreed upon that the crusade will be placed under the patronage of the Blessed Virgin, and the title Virgen de los Remedios was chosen because it appeals more to the common people, especially to the poor, than any other title of the Blessed Mother. Besides, this title will be invoked to remedy and cure the social ills of the province. The image of the Virgen de los Remedios in the parish of Baliti was designated to accompany the crusade all over Pampanga. On April 15, 1952, The image was brought to the house of the Recamadera Doña Jacinta Tayag in San Vicente, Bacolor. The image was placed on a portable template or andas, which she donated. The template was devised and made in Catholic Trade Center in San Fernando, Pampanga. The bishop, with full confidence in the Mother of God, who is always ready to come to the aid of people, inaugurated of the Crusade of Charity and Goodwill on May 1, 1952, in the town of Masantol. The one-month crusade in each parish commenced with the arrival of the Virgen de los Remedios, Pampanga Governor Rafael Lasatin. Were united in welcoming the Blessed Virgin. The governor and the bishops repeatedly delivered the message on the need of charity among Kapampangans as the only way for lasting peace. Missions and catecheses were given, holy masses were celebrated, priests patiently waited for penitents for confessions. Rosary was prayed for 24 hours, lamak, kept in multiplying immensely the love and concern for the poor flourish. It was thought this that peace in Pampanga was restored, and faith grew and was strengthened because of the constant prayers and penance of the people of the province. Her transfer from one town to another was inspiring manifestation of the people's devotions. Solemn processions voluntarily attended by the majority of the townspeople accompanied her as she brought from one town to the next. All these were attributed through the intercession of the Virgen de los Remedios, the Hindu. Virgen de los Remedios de Baliti during the first rounds of the crusade gained meaningful importance in the life of the Kapampangan. After the first round of visit of the Virgen de los Remedios, the crusade was put to Paris. Bishop Guerrero wrote Father Generoso Palasigi a letter dated October 15, 1954, that the image of the Virgen de los Remedios, which was used to accompany the first round of visits of the crusade, had to be returned to stop the complaint of the people, and that a new image of the Virgen de los Remedios should be carved to the start of the second provincial journey of the crusade. Of the good bishop had already forgiven the people who had uttered words against him. To continue the interrupted crusade, Mr. Victoriano Sionco of Catholic Trade Center in San Fernando, Pampanga, was commissioned by the Bishop Guerrero to carve a new beautiful image, a Congreso Mariano ng Kapampangan or Marian Congress, which was held in Angeles City on November 23 to 25, 1954, ushered the second round of visits of the new image of Virgen de los Remedios. To promote devotion of the Blessed Virgin, a newsletter was published by the diocese, and to express Kapampangan's deep devotion to the Blessed Mother, a hymno official of the Virgen de los Remedios was written by Mr. Felix Punsalan of San Matias, while the music was composed by Guadencio Malig of Bacolor. The official hymn was approved by Monsignor Cosme Between, the Vicar General of Diocese then. The crusade went on with the Blessed Virgin's visit from one place to another, was an inspiring manifestation of the people's devotions. Pampanga, which was once a province of unrest and violence, its peace, restore its peace, the lamak, the alms and gifts, offered to the Virgin as pabakal or offering. When she leaves one town, were given to less fortunate for the next town she visited. The uninterrupted recitation of the Rosary at all hours of the day, from village to village. All these were done for the conversion of sinners and peace of the world. As a sign of one's deep devotion to the Blessed Virgin, each Kapampangan home had a little shrine of their beloved Hindu replicas, and estampas of the Virgen de los Remedios are displayed on their front windows wherever the Blessed Virgin visits their town, as a sign of welcoming the Holy Mother of God in their lovely abodes. The government officials and the faithful of Pampanga made resolution requesting Bishop Guerrero to make representation with ecclesiastical authorities for the canonical coronations of the image of the Virgen de los Remedios on the feast of Our Lady of Lourdes, February 2, 1956. Bishop Guerrero submitted a petition of His Eminence Federico Cardinal Tedeschini, prefect of the Sacred Congregation of Architecture, Vatican City, requesting His Holiness Pope Pius to grant the petition of the province of Pampanga, the canonical coronation of Pilgrim Virgin of the Mother Pampanga. On July 15, 1956, during the 18th year of pontificate of Pope Pius, the Vatican issued the decree on the canonical coronation of the image of the Virgen de los Remedios. On September 8, 1956, an estimated 70,000 devout Catholics flocked to the provincial grounds of the province and braved the stormy weather from the canonical coronation of their revered patroness, the Induning Kapaldanan. The Apostolic Nuncio of the Philippine Most Reverend Egidio Bagnosi, assisted by the Honorable Governor Rafael Satin, crowned the image of the Blessed Virgin, a fitting honor given by the Holy See to the Virgin, who united and saved the whole province of Pampanga from the claws of communism and social division. Every September 8, the feast of the birth of Blessed Virgin Mary, the anniversary of her canonical coronation, is also served as her feast day that is being observed by the Kapampangans up to this day. The celebration of her coronation anniversary and feast day begins with a translation from the Archdiocese Chancery Chapel going to San Fernando Cathedral, followed by a 9-day novena. On the day of the coronation anniversary, Feast Day of the Virgin is brought to a chosen venue for the reenactment of the canonical coronation of the Queen and Mother of Pampanga. At present, there were 2 replicas of Virgen de los Remedios who continues the mission of crusade, and the crowned image is enshrined to her chapel. The Virgen de los Remedios, who has been revered the most tender devotion, is enshrined in her heart of every Kapampangan. With such faith and enthusiasm, the people had continually thronged her shrine to ask for her intercession and protection. The Virgin became the unifying figure of the province that almost crumbled through the rise of communism in the province and restored the Catholic faith of the province. The story of beloved Mother and Queen of Pampanga would hopefully inspire the whole nation to take the example of the Kapampangans who sought the help of Blessed Virgin Mary to inspire the Filipino nation to be united through our concern for the poor and strengthening our Catholic faith that lead to peace. Virgen de los Remedios, Induning Kapaldanan, Tularing Kapampangan, ipanalangin mo kami. Amen. We will now sing the Virgen de los Remedios hymn. O induming Birhen kekeng patulunan, ikang miniatula ampong kapayapan, king induming balen kekeng lalawigan, uling pangalimbon mo karing sablang dalan. Ding baryos at puro karing kabalenan, agad menatiling katahimikan. Ding sablang pisamba ng puring bisitas, ake kang delawan o Birhen na maslag, ding hanggang memalen pegdala mong lamak, metulalang dakal ke kapasalamat. Kasalpan tayaran, miunlad, milablang, hing pami kalugod, agad linaganap. O Virgen de los Remedios, damdam ka king kekengawos, iligtas mo kerikabos, king sablang tukso at maro, Ibiyemuing kekang lunos, panalangin mo keking Diyos. Virgen de los remedios, panalangin mo kami. Amen.